One day you realize you're no longer planning years ahead, you're planning weeks, then days. I wasn't afraid of dying. What frightened me was the thought that I might leave this world without ever truly understanding why I had been here. I had lived responsibly, I had loved my family, I had done what was expected of me. But deep down, there was a quiet question I had never answered. Was this really what life was meant to be? Then one night, my heart began to fail. The moment. Everything became quiet. I don't remember pain, I remember relief. Sudden, complete relief, like setting down a burden I hadn't known I was carrying. The constant effort of being alive simply disappeared. I was no longer in my body. I was surrounded by darkness, but not the frightening kind. This darkness felt open, spacious, alive. I couldn't remember my name. I couldn't remember my age. I couldn't remember my life. And strangely, I didn't miss any of it. There was no panic, no fear, only peace. A peace beyond anything I had known. The peace I felt wasn't happiness. It wasn't excitement. It was rest. The kind of rest you feel when there is nothing left to fix, nothing left to prove, nothing left to carry. I sensed vastness all around me, not visually, but emotionally. The universe felt immense yet intimate, full, not empty, and the feeling that filled everything was bliss, gentle, warm, absolute. If you've ever felt completely safe, multiply that feeling beyond words. That's the closest I can come, the presence that was everywhere. Then I realized I wasn't alone. A presence made itself known, not by approaching me, but by simply being. It was everywhere at once. There was no face, no body, no voice. I perceived it emotionally. It felt like everything. Not a judge, not a ruler, more like a great us. And it communicated without words. Understanding arrived fully formed. I knew instantly that I was standing on the threshold between life and death, and I had a choice. That surprised me. I was told, gently, that this was rare. Most people pass through this space too quickly to notice it, too forcefully to question it. But I had paused long enough to be asked, "Are you ready to be done?" Understanding the cycle. I wasn't afraid, I was curious. I asked questions, not with words, but with intention. What happens here? What happens if I stay? What happens if I go back? The answers came as understanding. When we are not living, we exist in a kind of stasis, immortal, incorporeal, resting outside of time. We are distinct yet deeply connected. Not separate souls drifting alone, but strands in a vast tapestry, a great us. We take turns being animated, living, loving, struggling, learning. Some spirits return sooner than others. Those who lived with care and connection are more readily returned. Others, those who caused harm, are not punished. They are rested, held back, given time, not judgment, perspective, why life matters. I asked the question that had quietly formed inside me. Why live at all? Why not stay in this peace forever? The presence showed me living worlds, planets glowing with warmth, sound, and emotion, places where life unfolded in countless forms. Stories. That's what life is, stories. Without life, there are no stories. Without struggle, there is no growth. Living is how the universe comes to know itself. And this truth settled deeply within me. We are meant to live in a way that invites others to try, to struggle, to love. Cruelty delays return not as punishment, but because it discourages the dance of life, the choice. Then I was asked again, would I return or would I stay? I still didn't remember who I was on earth, but I felt her. I felt myself. and suddenly empathy washed over me. I felt how tired she had been, how often she had chosen duty over joy, how many times she had swallowed her own needs to keep others comfortable. I realized I hadn't always been gentle with her, and I didn't want to leave her like that. I wanted another chance, the journey back. The moment I decided, everything moved. I traveled through vast distances, through space and time. I recognized the Milky Way, then Earth, but not Earth as it is now. I watched continents shift and oceans rise and fall. Time flowed beneath me like water. When the Pacific Ocean appeared in its familiar shape, I felt a deep sense of home. That's it, I knew. I followed the land, the rivers, until I found the hospital, until I found her. My body lay on a gurney, and just as her head touched the bed, I returned, the shock of being alive.